it working? Okay. 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 Oh, what is that noise? What is that noise? Oh, the YouTube is freaking pissing me off. What is that noise? What is that noise? God. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, it's gone. Yeah. Oh, it's gone. Finally figured out how to start using YouTube again. Oh my God. What a headache. Oh my God. All right. So this ain't going to be a long one, but I'll come back later now. Because I finally figured out how to bloody use the new thingy interface. At last. Took me freaking weeks. God knows why it took so long. And now where is that? Oh, here it is. Yeah. So I finally figured out how to use it. I'll big up to Rayon for finding out who that MStacks, that Gurdwara. I'm gonna probably live stream later tonight on a single live stream because I've got a few issues I need to talk about. And obviously, there's no Manny's busy, so we can't do a show tonight. Who's on there? Weebeard, Romy Tomlinson, Rayon, Romy Tomlinson. Obviously, that Romy. Romy's a freaking nutcase. He's always there first somehow. Deal with the issues, yeah. Might do a little bit of shouting like, hey, "You punty da!" No, I won't really. I won't really. Let me. So, one of the people I'm going to talk about are obviously going to be what I addressed in the video that I uploaded, but I didn't understand how, because behind the YouTube they've changed the interface, so I had no idea what was going on. So for the last week or like 2 weeks, I didn't know how to do the single YouTubing like this. Now I figured it out. I don't know why they've made it so difficult to do. I don't know what is wrong with them. I have no bloody clue. So let me. I'll be back later today, probably around. Let me see what time. What is the time now? 6 something. Oh no! Where is that? Afghan versus Amaraz. Where? Tommy, where? I need to hear that. Where was that? Where was it? Tommy. Oh, was he on Real's channel? That Afghan on there. Yeah, Sarp Sig. Let the police deal with MStacks. Let me just say something. When it comes to MStacks, nobody do anything by themselves. This is going to be a police issue. And I'm going to... it was recorded from a long time ago. All right. So it's going to be a police issue because the individual, MStacks, went outside the Gurdwara or the Sikh temple, started swearing, which, okay, you can do that. Then he started saying the Sikhs are drunks. Okay, you can do that. But then that went from him doing that to in the comments saying that he's going to go back and knock people out. He said in the comments that he takes money from the Gurdwara. So I need to know, the police need to know whether this guy is a true threat to Sikhs, because he's saying he's going to go back and do something and he takes money from the Gurdwara. How does he take the money? I want to know, does he steal it or does he do extortion? How does he get the money? Because you can't just walk in and take money from a Gurdwara. So we need to understand what is going on with MStacks, because he is definitely an extremist, in my opinion. and I think he needs to be kind of, I don't know, let's just say somebody needs to be like watching that guy. I won't say who though. So I'm going to shut off and I'll come back later today, actually. I might have a bit of a rant. Yeah, he probably does live in Sparkhill. Yeah, definitely. Oh, Danny T. Yeah, he probably does live in Sparkhill. Carl Holmes. All right. So yeah. So he probably does. Yeah, I'll be back with live streams now. You have to understand, YouTube had changed the interface, and it's been a nightmare trying to figure out how to use anything. Obviously, I'm a technophobe, so it's been difficult. But I won't be doing group chats. I'll only be doing singular kind of like chats like this. No, I don't want Sarp Singh. I'm not agreeing with any of that. I want the police to deal with this. Do you understand? To any Sikhs out there, listen to me. The police need to deal with this. Yeah, the police. Yeah, it's a serious, let's say misconduct from that guy that needs to be investigated. Is he a threat to the Sikh community? The way he's talking, he sounds like he is. So I want the police to deal with it. Big up the Popo, yeah. I'm going to be ending the stream and I'll be back later tonight, though. Maybe after like 9:30, 10 o'clock. So I can spend a bit of time shouting a bit. Now, let me say something, Sarp Singh. It doesn't matter if he was joking. It doesn't matter. The police need to investigate. He said that he goes to the Gurdwara and he takes jizya from the Gurdwara. I said, what is the jizya? He said, money. Yeah, if you're joking about that, I don't care. I want to know if it's true. Yeah, until I find out he hasn't taken a single penny, I will not rest. And people are saying my face looks swollen. Before it is swollen, I've had massive tooth problem, and I've had like I've had to put ice and stuff. My face is swollen up a bit, like I've put on weight, but I don't think I have, because the rest of my body's the same. But my cheeks seem to be like chipmunks, like I got two balls each side. Not tucked like that, you little pricks. Before you say anything. All right, so I'll do it later on, and yeah, look out for the sea. Oh, Sir Mac is here. Yeah, I know the dentist. I know. No, Betty Closet's here now. Oh no. Betty's got like 50 different phone numbers. I don't know what she's doing. She's like some kind of agent for like Shield or something, or even like I don't know what's that. The Bourne Supremacy would have loads of phones, and they chuck each one away and they get a new one. I don't know what they're doing. Sir Mac, big up to Sir Mac. Yeah, he's not. Oh, Red Rose, peace and live Islam. Awesome webcam. I'm not doing webcamming for you, you little prick. She's a drug dealer. Oh my God. Yeah, I always get these texts here, and they're like, I'm like, who's this from? And I don't read it all the time. I just see long letters, and because I'm walking, I'm like, who the hell is this person texting me? And she's done that like 3 or 4 times from different phones, and then I realize around the day after, because I'm quite bad like that it's actually her. He is Somali. We know that. So let the police deal with it. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I've just had massive toothache. That's how my face is a bit swollen. I'm good. Peace and live Islam. I'm good. Doing good. I'm better now that I've got my this YouTube thing freaking working. Yeah, how is your nose, Betty? How is Betty's nose? I have to go. I'll come back later on. Let me just check how the video quality is, though. Oh, it's very good video quality. I'm not gonna lie. Good video quality. Okay. Good video quality. So there will be a couple of people I'm going to be addressing. So I'm basically the video that I did earlier. I put it on had to record it and upload it because I didn't know how to make this bloody YouTube work because it's got a new interface. But I will be talking about TYO as well. TYO. To all my Sikh brothers out there, if he goes onto a live stream and he goes, Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ka Fateh to you, do not believe he's a friend of the Sikhs. Do not believe him. He's a snake. He does that in order to kind of manipulate you to thinking that, oh, he respects Sikhi. He doesn't. He's actually one of the most anti-Sikhi guys that I've met because he only wants to propagate Guru Nanak Dev Ji, but doesn't want you to talk about anything else after Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Nothing. So it's a bit like me saying I respect Islam, but all I do is talk about Moses and say if you talk about anything past Moses, oh, I don't like it. You have to take the whole package. If you're a Christian, you've got to take the whole thing. You can't just say you like one of the prophets or one of the messengers, but you don't want to talk about the rest of them. So yeah. Respect quite very. Oh, respect that bloody horsey. Yeah, TYO is the biggest ganjar I've ever met. The biggest ganjar. Yeah, one of the biggest ganjars. Yeah, he's a nasty piece of work, that guy. You don't see the chats in the back chat. He's telling the Sikhs we are grooming our kids by telling our kids our Sikh history. We're grooming them. Now, one of the questions I'm going to ask later on today, and I want people to think about this when I come back, because I'm going to be ranting hard, is if we as Sikhs are grooming our kids by teaching us our history, yeah, and we are grooming them, I'm going to ask TYO this. So you're from Oldham, TYO, and I had people checking, because I know some people from Manchester, and I'm finding out a few things about certain people from Oldham, because remember, Oldham is very close to Rochdale. Oldham is very close to Manchester, where the terrorist attack happened. Oldham is in what I call one of the most kind of like volatile places in the UK when it comes to tensions between the Muslim community, Sunni Muslim community, or the Muslim community, and other communities. So I'm going to find out if we as Sikhs are groomers for teaching our kids our history. There are real groomers up in Rochdale. How much does TYO know about that? And how many of those people that were convicted might have known him or might even be related to him? I don't know. I'm just asking the question. I need to find out. I'll start looking into it. Because if you're going to call me a groomer when I'm teaching Sikh kids our history, I want to see if you know real groomers. Yeah. So later on, I'll be discussing that. And the other thing I want to talk about later on as well is if Sikhs are grooming our kids by telling us our history, their history. Some of it's quite, let's just say bloody, because there's a lot of persecution. I want to ask, when Muslim children go to the mosque and they're told the history of Islam, including stories about Lot. You know, remember that story about Lot, where, you know, all those gay people were murdered and killed? You know that story that Modine always kind of spouts about, the story of Lot. On top of that, you have stories about whole masses of people, like 600 Jews, being executed. So we're going to really, because, you know, this TYO has made me, I'm going to say TYO has made me, because he is challenging me by saying I'm a groomer. Now I'm going to find out how much grooming he knows about in real life, because he's from Oldham. And I want to know whether you teaching children at mosques XYZ could also be classified as grooming. Because if you're gonna chuck stones at glass houses, we're gonna find out exactly how much of your house is made out of glass. And I've got a feeling your house is made out of 100% glass, Dida. Anyway, I'm going now. I'll be back later on in the evening, though. Stay tuned. It might be around. There's no Manny Cinder tonight. I'm not doing no group chat. We'll do. I'll just do one-way monologue for like, I don't know, an hour. You'll probably be 2 hours. God knows what. From around 9:30, 10 o'clock. Anyway, big up the Kafar. We do run things.